The crowd had been loud all night. 53,000 people packed inside BC Place in Vancouver, flags waving, chants shaking the roof, the whole country watching. Canada, the co-hosts, needing just 1 point from their final group game to top the group, stay on home soil, and guarantee a round of 32 played in front of their own fans. 1 single point. They couldn't get it. Switzerland, calm, disciplined, ruthless Switzerland, scored twice in 11 second-half minutes. And just like that, Canada's dream of a home knockout run was over. The final whistle blew. The scoreboard read Switzerland 2, Canada 1. And in that moment, everything changed. No more BC Place, no more home crowd roaring them on. Instead, Los Angeles, a neutral ground, a South Africa side that just stunned South Korea in their final group game. Canada earned their spot in the round of 32. That part is historic. But now, the real test begins. Away from home, under pressure, with injury questions hanging over their best player. So the question is simple: can Canada survive? Or does their World Cup story end in LA? Welcome to Football Detailing, and let's get started. To understand where Canada are now, you have to understand how they got here. Going into match day 3, Canada were sitting in a strong position, 4 points from 2 games. A 1-1 draw against Bosnia and Herzegovina in Toronto. Then a historic 6-0 demolition of Qatar in Vancouver. A result that sent a message to the entire tournament. Canada were playing with hunger, pace, and belief. They just needed a draw against Switzerland to win Group B. Play Switzerland to a stalemate, and they'd stay in Vancouver for the knockout rounds. Simple. What happened instead was a tale of a team that got too passive at the wrong moment. The first half was tight, goalless. Canada held their shape and kept Switzerland quiet. But when the second half began, the Swiss punished them immediately. Just 39 seconds after the restart, Ruben Vargas found space at the back post. Space he should never have been allowed. And finished with precision. 1-0 Switzerland. Canada were rocked. And before they could recover, it got worse. 20-year-old Swiss starlet Johan Manzambi, already on 3 goals in the tournament, exploited defensive confusion to make it 2-0. 2 goals in 11 minutes. Game effectively over. Promise David, who came off the bench in the 74th minute, scored almost immediately with a stunning volley to pull one back. Canada pushed hard in the closing stages, and Canada's coach, Jesse Marsch, admitted after the game that he made tactical errors, that he should have gone to 5 at the back at halftime to protect the result. He didn't. Switzerland punished him for it. Canada finished second in Group B, and now, instead of staying home, they travel to SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles for a Sunday afternoon kickoff against Bafana Bafana. Here's where the situation gets complicated. Canada's most important player, arguably the most important player in Canadian football history, is Alphonso Davies, the Bayern Munich left-back. The 25-year-old who has been carrying this country's footballing ambitions on his shoulders for years. Davies has had an injury-plagued season. He managed just 23 appearances for Bayern Munich across all competitions, the fewest since 2018. A hamstring issue flared up ahead of this tournament and kept him out of Canada's first 2 group games. Against Switzerland on Wednesday, Marsch listed Davies in the squad and let him sit on the bench, visible enough that Switzerland's coaching staff spent 3 questions in their pre-match press conference asking about him. Marsch later admitted Davies was never really fit to play. He used him as a decoy, a mind game. But here's the good news. Marsch has confirmed Davies will be fully available for Sunday's round of 32 game. If that is true, if the man who brings pace, creativity, pressing intensity, and genuine world-class quality to Canada's left side is finally fit to play, this team becomes significantly harder to beat. Steven Eustáquio, Canada's midfield engine, was also absent from the starting lineup against Switzerland with muscle tightness. His availability for Sunday is still a question. And Ismael Koné, who was electric in Canada's win over Qatar, is already ruled out for the rest of the tournament with a broken leg. So Canada go into the knockout rounds as a team still finding their best 11. But the return of Davies alone could be the difference between a first-round exit and a genuine run in this tournament. Make no mistake about it, South Africa are not here by accident. Bafana Bafana, which translates from Nguni as the boys, are making their first World Cup appearance since 2010, when they hosted the tournament and made history by becoming the only host nation to exit at the group stage. 16 years of absence. 16 years of watching from the outside. Hugo Broos, the 73-year-old Belgian coach who has been in charge since 2021, rebuilt this team from the ground up. He guided them to a fourth-place finish at the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations, their best result in a major tournament in decades, and then steered them through one of CAF's tightest qualifying battles, topping their group ahead of Nigeria. In Group A, at this World Cup, South Africa lost their opener to co-hosts Mexico 2-0, then drew 1-1 with Czechia. Many wrote them off. Then on Wednesday night, they beat South Korea 1-0 to sneak through as group runners-up. It was a composed, disciplined performance, exactly what Broos demands of them. Their captain and most important player is goalkeeper Ronwen Williams. He is the heartbeat of this team. In the 2023 AFCON quarter-final, Williams saved 4 penalties against Cape Verde in a single shootout, an African record that may never be beaten. Against Canada, his composure under pressure could be the difference between a tight game staying goalless or Canada breaking through. In attack, Burnley striker Lyle Foster is their reference point. 10 international goals in 24 caps. Physical, holds the ball well, and capable of punishing a high defensive line. South Africa's tactical system is a 4-2-3-1, with Teboho Mokoena and Svefelo Sithole as a disciplined double pivot that provides the team with solidity and structure. On the wing, 24-year-old Orlando Pirates forward Oswin Apollos is their most dangerous outlet. Fast, direct, capable of playing across the entire front line. He led South Africa in assists during World Cup qualifying, 4 in total, and he will test any fullback who is even slightly off their game. One important context: Canada are ranked 31st in the world by FIFA. South Africa are ranked 60th. On paper, this should be Canada's game to win. But South Africa are organized, compact, dangerous on the counter, and backed by the belief of a nation that has been waiting 16 years for this moment. Let's look at what Canada have going for them. First, the history of this World Cup has been theirs. Before this tournament, Canada had never won a World Cup match, never scored more than 1 goal in a game. They drew on match day 1, then destroyed Qatar 6-0. They have already made history 3 times over at this tournament. The belief inside this squad is real. Second, the return of Alphonso Davies changes the entire dynamic of this team. South Africa's right side will face a player who, when fit, is one of the most dynamic left-backs on the planet. His ability to carry the ball forward, combine with Jonathan David and Sial Lauren, and create overloads is something no team in this tournament would want to deal with. Third, Promise David. His cameo against Switzerland showed exactly why he should start in Los Angeles. A 6'5" striker who missed much of the season with a serious hip injury, but rushed back for this tournament. He scored on his first touch against Switzerland. If he is fully fit for 90 minutes in LA, Canada have a completely different attacking dimension. Fourth, Canada's squad knows North America. Most of their players are familiar with the conditions, the altitude, the travel. Moving from Vancouver to Los Angeles is not the disruption it would be for a European team flying across an ocean. But, and this is the honest part, Canada still have issues to solve. Their defensive organization let them down at a critical moment against Switzerland. 2 goals in 11 minutes, both from lapses in concentration. Against a team like South Africa, who are built to exploit transitions and score on limited chances, those same lapses could prove fatal. Jesse Marsch must be tactically sharper on Sunday than he was on Wednesday. He admitted his halftime error publicly. The question is whether the lesson has been learned. Canada also had only 3 days of rest before this match, fewer than they would have had if they'd finished top of the group. That matters in a tournament that requires peak physical performance. Here is where things stand. Canada are in the round of 32 of a FIFA World Cup for the first time in their history. That alone is remarkable. This is a country that was eliminated in the group stage in their only 2 previous World Cup appearances, 1986 and 2022. They have Jonathan David, they have Sial Lauren, they likely have Alphonso Davies back, and they have a coach who, for all his flaws in that Switzerland game, has this group believing they can make something special happen. South Africa will make it hard, they always do. Ronwen Williams will make it hard. The compact shape will make it hard. And playing without home fans will make it hard. But Canada have one thing this tournament has shown teams cannot prepare for: momentum built on belief. If Alphonso Davies is truly fit, if Promise David starts, If Jesse Marsch gets his tactics right from the first minute, Canada not only survive this round, they could go further than anyone outside of this country ever expected. The round of 32 kicks off Sunday, June 28th at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles, noon Pacific time. Canada, South Africa. History on the line for both nations. If you want to follow every twist of this Canadian World Cup story, subscribe to Football Detailing, drop a comment below telling us your prediction, and we will see you in the next one.